Hello, and welcome back to Aviary Attorney here on MBGF Plays. I'm Oliver, and last time we successfully defended the not-quite Prince of Spain. Now we're on to the third trial, and we're asked a question. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. I do have to say, I really like this art style they have going here. Act 3, The Sleeping City. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canard Joyeux... Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon. Morning, Spit. No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? Ugh. It's far too early for this level of roasting. Past the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way. We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that when you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said about a revolution. Pshaw, that guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French Revolution, we would never get any work done at all, am I right? Yeah. Maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss. Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. All right. Ahem. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the palace, opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Volerty. That's it. How terse. Volerty's letter has been added to your evidence folder. A proposal from the inspector? Interesting. Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. So, are we gonna go meet him and find out? I mean, we may as well, right? I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without hearing him out. Grab your coat. Alright, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's nothing like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill from my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. Really? So we don't end up going to the inspector's call before the next day? Place de la Bastille. A rooftop cafe overlooking the Bastille Square was the perfect spot for a friendly rendezvous. Brr. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the Ancien Régime. Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the Ancien Régime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds? It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could he want with all three of us? It's hardly unusual for lawyers and the police force, and the police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. A big investigative role? Sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No. What? He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills. So he escaped justice. For now. But don't fret. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Monsieur Mr. Inspector Volterty, sir? Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impudent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Ah, great, now you set him off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian killer himself. Ahem. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we are here. Oh, right. Of course. Why we're here. What I am about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Terrorists, revolutionaries, or hipsters. It's revolutionaries, but hipsters is really funny. I kinda wanna see what happens if I pick hipsters. But on the other hand, I could just let you buy the game and find out. I'm gonna say it. Hipsters. It's true. The other day I was called a pop-loving pleb for enjoying Chopin. Now's not the time for joking, you two. The inspector's obviously talking about the growing rumors of an uprising. Correct. A rebellion is coming. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier. Indeed. That's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? The Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Throw on some peppers if it's a Friday night. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque Monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, the Parisian police know. Or, in any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking? Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up. That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. But what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, The jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. Look at the slackards and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produced with the imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. But by my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office, twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? I would be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. I mean, there's no other response that I can give with that impressive, motivating speech. Excellent. Just what I wanted to hear. I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ. There's nothing wrong with a little national pride. Yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation for this? Of course. Here's 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work. 50 francs? Psh, we're being undersold. Hush, Sparrowson. This is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive croque-monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. These are your 2 tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a croque-monsieur to hunt. Okay, let's go. Heh. I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the croque-monsieur, too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There is something else we need to discuss. Well, that's fucking ominous, ain't it? Oh, there is so many places to go. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Okay. Alright. What are any of these places? So there's the Louvre Palace, which I don't think has anything for us. I'm not sure what we would find there, because we've already been there. There's a hidden library. There's the Palace of Justice, which there's no trial happening, so I don't know how that would be useful. Chocolate Emporium, which might be useful if we find more chocolate. Ooh. Alright, we could go here and see about whether there's any members of the general public that have anything for us. We could also ask Renard if he's seen anything. Oh, that makes me sad. I don't want to go there. That's the house of the guy that we locked up. We don't have anybody in prison that we need to visit. We can go to the market for no reason. We can go to the bridge. Good view of the Seine. That's weird. Oh, and the hospital. Okay. Yeah, so we need to go to the hospital to settle our debt. Yeah, let's go to the hospital to settle our debt. Okay. There he is, Sparrowson. Go ahead. Say what you need to say. Excuse me, Dr. Fallret. I just wanted to thank you for, giving me an antidote and, making me well and stuff. It's no trouble at all, Sparrowson, wasn't it? Of course, there is the small matter of the debt. Right. Let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 francs. Ah. Falcon, can I get an advance on this month's pay? And the next month's? And maybe the month after's?
Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will surely allow you to pay in installments.
Of course. Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century.
Hey, your pay isn't that bad.
Now, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You messieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock the bill down a little. Maybe to say 100 francs. Oh, that sounds so much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? Debt collection. Sounds fun and sounds time-consuming, but I suppose it is fair considering he saved Sparrowson's life. Like, Sparrowson's an idiot, but, he's fun to have around.
That actually sounds like quite fun. It'll be a nice change from this croque monsieur nonsense.
Falcon, we haven't started. Yes, give us the details, Doctor. There's a man I treated for a small injury a couple of years ago. I've lost his voice all of a sudden. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings.
Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute.
Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. We will dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt.
Wait, I didn't agree to that.
Every waking moment. All right, and a new day. All right, so what's... yeah. All right, so I guess we should do this next. Just so I don't forget, we're going to the Atelier de Trouver. Ooh, Gustave. Can I use my German accent now? Can I use it again? Like, I incorrectly used it for Robitio de Rubinio, but... come in. Oh, accidentally clicked here. Whoops.
Are you Monsieur Gustave Sauvé?
I am. And you are? Oof, lawyers or debt collectors? Lawyers.
We're lawyers, sent on behalf of Dr. Favre. We're here to collect the debt you owe.
It's time to pay up, monsieur. Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I would be happy to help pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? I know! I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field.
I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget.
No, trust me, this baby will easily be worth 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it.
Oh, all right then. Hand the device over and I'll pass it along to Dr. Favre straight away.
Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet. It's not finished? I know exactly what needs to be done, but I am missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me out? Run out and collect what I need?
What? No, monsieur, that's absurd. If you have shopping to do, then you should do it yourself.
Falcon, please help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt.
All right, no need to get all panicky. We'll hear the man out at least.
Great, I'll take notes.
What is it you need, monsieur?
Let's see, I need a copper pot.
A pot? As in, like, a saucepan? What on earth for?
It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electronic battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid, accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated.
Save me your scientific mumble-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire.
One copper pot.
Oh, the copper part is important. Okay, one copper pot. Wonder where we could find one of those.
I've seen copper kettles at Les Halles Market, although those things aren't too cheap. I can't help but feel that I saw a copper pot someplace else. What else? String. High-grade string to bind some components of the device together.
Seems simple enough. I imagine Les Halles Market would have that in abundance.
Can we really afford to blow our whole budget on the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have a loose thread on my jacket. Take it. So string must be higher quality than that, monsieur. I need something that's fishing line grade. Oh, I see.
Was there anything else that you wanted, monsieur? Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps?
No, that's everything. Alright, I've got it all written down. Shopping list, add to evidence folder.
I feel a little conned. We came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list.
We're gonna follow it through and get Monsieur Trouvé's items, right?
We'll see.
Well, I guess we can do that. You know what? I'm curious. Ooh. Shiny? Shiny thing? Yes? Shiny thing? Very shiny thing. Let's see what happens. What's that, Lecoq? Yeah, what a view. You can see the July column so clearly from up here.
Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You have news about the cook, monsieur? Or is this about the other matter?
Here you go. As requested, the full list of those who entered Paris Law School and the full list of graduates.
Very good. Let's take a look.
Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for here?
Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize?
Well, I see my own, class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor, Rupert Rebbington, under the class of 1846. Oh, and there's J.J. Falcon's name under the class of 1832.
Very good. Now take a look at this page from 1829. See anything suspicious?
Well, I don't see J.J.'s name, but I'm not quite sure what that implies. I'm not sure quite what that implies, Inspector.
The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution.
And why would he do that?
Why indeed? Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he is a bird of prey. It is in his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt that, when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors.
I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I have always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but never would I describe him as a person of malice.
Time will tell.
Do you need anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into the croque monsieur?
There is one more thing. Take this.
A pistol? No thank you, Inspector.
These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours.
I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them.
That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide.
Fine, I'll keep hold of it.
Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you have been most helpful.
I'm just doing my duty. Have a good day, Inspector.
That's odd. Very odd. Alright. What else? So, I could go to Les Halles and just buy everything, but I'm not sure I have enough money for that. So instead, I'm going to go to R&M Associates and see whether he can dig up anything that I need. Is that a good idea? Yeah. Let's see what he can dig up, shall we? Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guest some tea? Oh, of course, Monsieur Vulpes, sir. Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe?
Chamomile sounds good to me. Thanks, Mousy.
Sure, I could go for chamomile too. Okay, 1 pot of chamomile coming right up. And he disappears. Let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for?
We just have a couple of questions.
Might as well ask them in order.
Monsieur Vulpes, have you heard of any rumors of an uprising?
Of course. These days, a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter.
But what can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Do you know where they are meeting?
I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went?
I see.
Perhaps I can assist you with something else.
Have you ever heard of a person called the Croque Monsieur?
And no, we aren't talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. So, Croque Monsieur, are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal?
Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him?
Me, personally? No, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation.
I see. Then do you have any idea how we can find him?
Meeting the Croque Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man does not make himself known to just anybody, after all. I know. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days, and I will tell you where and when you can find the Croque Monsieur.
That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Vulpes.
Of course, there is a price.
A price?
It's just a small fee. A mere 30 francs. Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Juan business. Is that any way to show your gratitude?
Monsieur Vulpes, you must understand that this is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country.
I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantees I will find you the Croque Monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say?
We'll take it. This sounds valuable. Here you go, monsieur.
Very good. As I promised, I will return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Croque Monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence.
I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes.
It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
How much money do we have? Oh, we still have a buttload of money. No, that was all. As
to you, messieurs. I think I missed a line. The tea's ready, Monsieur Vulpes. It's ready. I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy. Oh, bother. Okay. Now what? So I still don't want to go to Les Halles and just buy everything. That seems like a waste of a day. There's got to be other ways to get those things. I guess next up would be Le Canard Joyeux. Let's just ask around, shall we? No drinking. Bad, Falcon.
Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about government. Therefore, they are the perfect rebel breeding grounds.
Oh, that makes sense. Ah, it's you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer?
I'm afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Quenelle.
We're looking for a man called the Croque Monsieur. Have you seen him? No. That name doesn't sound familiar at all.
Okay. Have you heard any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government?
Of course, this is a tavern, Han. If people couldn't come here to grope
Grope. That probably should be gripe. To gripe and talk politics, where else could they go? I mean, like, realistically, it is grope, sadly, but, like, you know?
That's true, but has anyone stood out?
Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying they are or they aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean.
I think I do. Thank you, madame. Let's see, where to go?
Time to drink. Time to get sauced. Oh god, I gotta remember their voices. And that's when the mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's gonna keep him, though.
Piero, you know that she hates being called mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again.
Ah, you're right. The madame it is again. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do we have to call her madame?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
No way. She would straight up eat me alive if I asked her that directly.
Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? I'm not sure we care about the madame. Let's ask him about the cook, monsieur, immediately. Monsieur, have you heard of a man called...
Falcon, wait! There's a slight chance these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might be scared off.
Good point. Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Ooh.
How subtle are we going, fellas?
How subtle exactly, huh? Monsieur, I see you are carrying a rifle.
Evidently.
Who manufactured it?
Ah, good question. See, most hunters around here are carrying old French Charlevilles, but this beauty is something special. See, it's American, from the Springfield Armory, model 1812, percussion lock firing mechanism.
An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure.
It's true that you can't buy guns of this quality from the standard street sellers, but if you know the right people...
Please go on.
Well... Okay. Listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the cook monsieur... Actually, it would be foolish for me to explain in public. It would be much easier if you just take this.
The Book of Judges? What is this, some sort of law book?
The book's subject is not important. Just take it.
Oh, I see. It's the Book of Judges from the Bible. The Old Testament. I missed a thing. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious.
Okay, so he was saying that it was from the Bible, the Old Testament. Cool. Nor am I.
Then why are you...
Just take it, you idiot. Bible books are what we use to pass around them code phrases, don't we?
Code phrases?
Piero, please, I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours. Right you are. Try to forget what my friend said. Just, with a little searching, and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire.
Is that a religious metaphor?
No, monsieur, I'm being very literal.
Well, thank you so very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman.
I see. Well, I hear that there is an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps, if you show the man your new book, he will be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage.
Are you sure that this isn't all religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me.
I assure you, I'm as secular as they come, monsieur.
Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note.
Was there something else you wanted?
Let's ask what they were talking about. Might as well. What were you two just talking about before we rudely interrupted?
Well, I would like to include you in our conversation, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's any of your business.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Like, we got what we needed from him. I suppose it isn't our business. I apologize for asking, monsieur.
Quite all right. No harm done.
Thank you for your assistance, messieurs.
It's nothing. Get out of here already. You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do what you need to with the coq monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do.
I appreciate the advice, monsieur.
Alright, I don't think we need to go play cards. I think we're done here. Are we ready to hit the road? Yeah, get out of here.
Yup, let's make a move.
Alright, so, next up. The Notre Dame. God, is our entire thing just going to get packed with... Yeah, it is. Our map's going to get packed with dots. This is going to be packed. This is one heck of a mission. Alright, let's go to the Notre Dame. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type.
Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar.
Do you think that it's that One more try. Do you think it's that hunched over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious.
It could be. Let's show some tact.
Excuse me, Monsieur Friar.
Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson?
Ooh. Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins? Or perhaps you wish to join in our services?
Actually, Friar, we're here because...
Falcon! That friar, he looks eerily familiar. Yeah, he kind of looks like Romulus.
Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he?
What? No, that's not what I meant. And how does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad? Your friend appears to be upset.
Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like this judge we once met.
Judge Romulus? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Clever way to reuse assets. Oh, good, I'm not going mad.
Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus?
We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks.
I see. I didn't mean to pry.
It's no trouble. But tell me, why are you here, my brothers?
Oh, right. Well, we have a couple of questions.
Could you take a look at this?
Friar, we have something we would like to show you.
It's the book.
Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give, special passage readings.
I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find that chapter 15, verse 2, to be particularly enlightening. Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2. This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please, could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of Rock Etam. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. And so I did unto me, and so I have done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? It's kind of barbaric, but we kind of want to keep Frère Remus on our side. So, I'd say it's a little poetic then, just to...
It's poetic. A beautiful summation of justice.
Ah, you understand the passage. That's delightful to hear. In fact, I do think it's barbaric, and eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind and all that. So, you know.
Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shofet. Shofets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. Ah, I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid, the rock of Etam.
Atom. Got it. I'll make a note.
It's like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this keyword? As for you to learn on my own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I'm sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth.
We'll see what we can do.
Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession?
What's with the scaffolding? What's with all the scaffolding? Is some sort of construction work going on?
That's right. A little repair. A little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the Revolution. But now we're well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory.
The cult of reason. The religion of Christianity.
Hey, Falcon.
Oh, whoops.
Hey, Falcon. What's the difference between a religion and a cult?
Don't be rude, Sparrowson.
Don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they?
Pretty much.
Then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise. Some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk any more about cults and ideologies. What do you want? Did you want anything else?
I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar.
Go in peace, my brothers.
Alright, I'm glad I don't have to do that voice anymore. My throat is starting to die. Okay. With drink in me, I don't... Alright, so we could go back to R&M Associates. Or... which, might be worth it. Yeah, let's go to R&M Associates. Let's get some stuff done. Let's get information. Monsieur Volpez, you've managed to dig up some good information, I trust?
There's good news and there is bad news.
Let's hit me with the bad news first. Hit me with the bad news first.
The crook monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who does not know a secret password, and I'm afraid I was unable to procure that particular password.
I see. That is a problem. So what's the good news?
If you want to meet the crook monsieur, anyway, I have learned that he lurks around the Rue de Marmousettes on Friday evenings.
The Rue de Marmousettes. Oh, the Monkey Road by Notre Dame. That's easy enough to get to.
I apologize that I could not be of more help.
There's no problem at all, monsieur. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue de Marmousettes on Friday. I'll be there.
And I think we know what the password is.
We do?
Come on, Falcon, don't be a bird brain. I shan't delay you two any longer. I'm sure you have lots of investigative work to do.
That we do. Thanks for all the help, Monsieur Volpez.
Oh, it's Tuesday? God. So much... Give me a sec here. Alright. So, until Friday, we got nothing better to do. So, let's see what we're doing here. Let's go by the palace. Like, I don't see a reason not to. Might as well check it out. Excuse me, madame. Do you have a moment to talk about the cult of reason? Peddle your pyramid scheme to someone else, bud. I got a kid to feed. Madame, it's not a pyramid scheme. Madame, take a leaflet at least. What about you, monsieur?
Would you like to learn about the glorious teachings of Jacques Hébert? Heh. Oh. Heh. A cult, is it? Not today, monsieur. I've already been in my fair share of cults. That's the wrong fair, I think. But this cult is different.
A member of the Cult of Reason, huh? Strange. I thought that cult died out way back in the old revolution.
Hey, Falcon, that person?
He looks like a run-of-the-mill cultist.
I can see that, but doesn't his face look familiar to you?
He does look familiar. Actually, the resemblance is uncanny. Shall we get his attention? Uh-oh. He spotted us. Wait, monsieur, we would like a quick word.
Come back. Teach us about the wonders of the Cult of Reason.
He's gone. So I'm not going crazy,
right? That guy was the splitting image of Judge Romulus, wasn't he?
I can't deny the similarity. Then again, there are plenty of wolves in Paris. Maybe there's no link at all. Either way, we have an investigation to conduct. Let's focus on that.
Right. Where to first? Let's see what's at the gallery.
Let's see. Who to question?
Oh dear, it's these guys again. Keep it together, Eric. Maybe they won't recognize you.
Excuse me, monsieur. It's us. The Philistines, remember?
Were they talking to me? Yep, definitely talking to me. Okay, deep breaths, Eric. Hi.
We have a couple of questions if it's no trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. Let's ask about the cultist first.
Did you see the cultist outside?
The cultist? You mean that Cult of Reason fellow? Yeah, he accosted me a few days ago. We chatted for a while. Not by choice, of course, but because I didn't know how to get out of the conversation. I got a little out of hand. He insisted I take a pamphlet.
Let's have a look at this. Be Your Own God. An Introductory Guide to the Cult of Reason by Jacques Hébert.
And he even added his own signature. See at the bottom there?
To my new bestest bud, Eric. Happy reading. Best wishes, Sylvius.
Green ink too. What a fiendish color choice. That guy was such a slimeball. We aren't even close to bestest buddies.
At least now we know the cultist's name, Sylvius. Do you mind if we keep this pamphlet, monsieur?
Be my guest, I don't want it. Signed cult guide has been added to your evidence folder. Did you want something else?
Do you know anything about an uprising?
An uprising? You know, people getting angry, being violent, overthrowing the government, stuff like that. Goodness, no, I don't know anything about that sort of thing.
Never mind then. That's all. Thank you for your time, monsieur. You've been a great help.
Oh, it's no trouble. No trouble at all. Go here, I suppose? This is the room we investigated during the Poisoned Rose case, right? Why are we back here?
I can't help but feel I saw something here a couple of weeks ago. Something that may be of use to us.
Really? Alright, let's take a look around. Is this thing useful? The giant doorstop?
No, but I'll keep it in mind in case we encounter any giant doors. This urn.
I remember it. It's the one that smelled of chocolate.
Yes, but more importantly, it's made of copper.
Why is it important? Oh, I see. You're thinking of Monsieur Trouvé's request. He wanted a copper pot, didn't he? This would do nicely. But this is a museum piece. We couldn't just take it, could we?
Couldn't we?
I don't know, could we? Yeah, let's do it. Screw it.
We could. You want to be a museum robber, Sparrowson?
It's been my lifelong dream.
Marvelous. Put this urn under your coat.
It's not going to fit under my coat.
You're already weirdly shaped. No one will see anything out of the ordinary.
Hey. Sneakily added. This is exciting. What else shall we steal?
Nothing. We're going to leave before we draw suspicion.
How about a painting? Just a small one no one will care about. Like the Mona Lisa. Let's steal the Mona Lisa.
Let's not.
I think we got what we came here for. Columns! These could be useful if we feel like recreating famous moments of Roman history. I'll be Brutus, you be Caesar.
Why do I have to be Caesar? Actually, never mind that. Why are we acting out Roman history? We have a job to do. This wouldn't do. Looks like it's made of iron, and it would be too heavy to move anyways.
How ironic.
That's not... Never mind.
Man, I thought I had the bad jokes.
Some of these plates look like a suitable size, but I think they're made of bronze. That's no good. Even if this column were useful, I can't imagine we could take it with us.
Alright, cool. That's all. Moving on.
We're done here. For now, at least.
We can't spend all day robbing Roman artifacts, I suppose. So where to next? The garden? I don't... Hey, Falcon, isn't that our old friend? You! Oh, never mind. It's just you two.
How's the work going, monsieur?
Ugh, don't ask. I'm trying not to think about it. Endless pile of dog poop and litter. So what do you want? I haven't found any interesting bits of paper today, if that's what you were hoping for. Wait. Did he say dog poop? Like, humanoid dogs, or are there pets in this universe? You know what? I don't want to know.
Actually, we just wanted to ask a couple of questions if you have a moment.
I have a moment. Just the one, mind.
Did you see that cultist in the Place du Carrousel?
Yep. He's been hanging around all week. Today he tried to hand me a leaflet, so I told him where to put it. And where would that be? What? Where did you tell him to put the leaflet? Oh, I see, never mind.
Monsieur Robinho, what do you know about that guy? What's his story?
His story? How should I know? He's a cultist loser. Le Louvre attracts those types of crazies all the time.
I see.
Did you two want something else?
Monsieur Robinho, do you know about an uprising?
You mean like a rebellion? Yeah, I've heard the rumors. There are lots of uneasy people in Paris.
What kind of rumors?
Nothing specific. It's just that there's this group planning to form a huge protest before the end of February. Some say it might go violent. If you were wise, you would probably fly out to the city as soon as possible.
So people say. Do you plan on leaving?
I couldn't if I wanted to, no thanks to you guys. But in any case, I'm sticking around for the photograph opportunities. Wartime photography imagines the possibilities. Sounds dangerous, mostly.
Sounds like a good way to get hit by a stray bullet.
I guess, but all that danger just means they'll pay really well. I thought this plan through.
Evidently.
Anyways, did you want something else? I did not.
That's all. We'll let you get back to work, monsieur.
Alright, so we're done. Got ourselves a copper pot. Are we all done here?
Yup, let's make a move.
Good call. We can always come back later if we've forgotten something. Okay, now what? Oh, didn't we see that chocolate guy in that cutscene with the cultist? Let's go see what he knows. Welcome. It's you again. You remember us? I guess that's no surprise. Of course I remember. You are the messieurs who ask so many questions and buy little chocolates.
I'm afraid we have more questions today, Monsieur Hagelslack. Thank you for being patient with us. Have you heard any rumors of the rebellion in Paris recently?
Why, monsieur, there are always rumors of rebellion in Paris. The citizens whisper in the shadows. The bourgeois cower in fear.
Yes, but have you personally heard anything specific?
No, monsieur.
You sell chocolate to a lot of people. Have you come across any unsavory characters in your occupation?
Of course. One time I was hiking through the mountains of the Netherlands, and I was accosted by an overzealous tulip salesman. I threw a fistful of Dutch rubles at him, and he made a hasty retreat. I can't help but wonder about the legitimacy of Lander's stories. But for some reason, his tangential rants don't bother me.
Let me be more specific. We're looking for a person called the Coq Monsieur. Does that name sound familiar?
No, monsieur.
I suppose we're done here. I guess it was a little silly of me to look for intel about a rebellion in a chocolate shop.
Perhaps I could help you with something else, monsieur.
Like what?
Well, you may have noticed that this is, in fact, a chocolate shop. I am much better service as a chocolate salesman than a rumor monger.
Ah, of course.
I guess let's ask about chocolate, shall we?
I'm looking to buy a box of chocolates for a friend. May I have a recommendation?
Could it be? Am I the friend Falcon? Is this a gift for me? Certainly, monsieur. If you are looking for something romantic, then perhaps the elegant heart-shaped selection from Tuscany would suit you.
Romantic, you say?
I don't feel about that way about you, Falcon, but how could I decline such a scrumptious gift?
No, that wouldn't work. Do you have anything that would be suitable for any occasion?
Then perhaps you want this box of 20 creamy chocolate swirls from London. They are very sweet, nobody can resist. Yes, those are perfect. Take them, Falcon. Take them.
For pity's sake, Sparrowson, why are you being so fidgety?
No reason.
Then cut it out. It's weird. I think those would work nicely, Monsieur Hagelslack. How much are they?
5 francs. Perhaps a little steep for some, but I assure you that their quality more than justifies the price tag.
I'll take them. May I have them wrapped?
Certainly, monsieur. One moment, if you please. For Falcon.
What is it?
I just want to say you've been a great friend, an inspirational mentor. I have ample amounts of respect for you as a person, and...
You do know that these chocolates aren't for you, right?
Oh. Yeah, I knew that.
Good. Just making sure.
You're breaking my heart, Falcon. Here you are, monsieur. I am sure the recipient will enjoy them. Box of chocolate has been added.
Thank you very much, monsieur, and thank you for putting up with our endless questions.
It has been my pleasure, monsieur. That was a lot of questions for one singular box of chocolate. Okay, given that this episode has run about an hour now, we're going to call it here, having just obtained a box of chocolates. And next time, I guess let's keep wandering around Paris until Friday, so we got one more day. But we'll decide where we go exactly next time. Goodbye.